my hubris, I thought that if I just explained this to people on the left, they would change their mind. Read that case, read that dissent, and said, something is wrong in Denmark. There's something in the way that the majority is reasoning that I cannot abide and that I do not think is what the law is, and I do not think is what the Constitution is. And once I saw it, I could not unsee it. And so in 2015, I slowly began the road that 11 years later has led to this channel and my move to the reasonable right and my continued attempts to bring this information to the people. It was the first step. I think the final step, because there's a lot of intervening steps, but the final step in my hubris, Scalia talked about the court's hubris. In my hubris, I thought that if I just explained this to people on the left, they would change their mind. I thought that I could convince them. I could say, like, look, I know you all think originalism is bad, but have you read Obergefell? Have you read the dissent? Have you thought about who rules you? Have you thought about the role of judges in a democracy? Have you thought that maybe, just maybe, this isn't about whether gay marriage is good or bad policy? It's about whether we're preserving our constitutional order, preserving the legitimacy of the court, and preserving the democratic process as the way that we resolve differences between people. Have you thought about that? And they would say, oh my God, I hadn't, and I could change their minds. But it turns out either they're like Duck and they don't care. They don't care. They just don't, they don't care. They don't want to learn. They don't know. They don't care. That's one category. Or they're like Pisco and Josiah or Destiny, and they already know. They already know what my concerns are, but they don't care, not because of ignorance, but because they find those concerns to be subordinate to their policy preferences.